Let's go! You can do it! Yes! You can do it! Keep going! Keep going! Woo!
Long distance runners, we're called insane. By our friends, by strangers, but why? It's because what we do isn't normal. We wake up before the sunrise to go run. We run mile after mile after mile. We put our bodies through some pain that we can't even explain ourselves. We eat clean, we feel different. We make sacrifices most people wouldn't even think about. We give up late nights, parties, sleep, and the foods we crave the most, just for the sake to get a little bit better. We research, we plan, we invest time, money, energy, and hours into the sport. Some days we even run twice. We stretch for hours and recover for hours a week. We go to bed early just so we can wake up the next day and do it all over again. We sacrifice, we push, we grind. And here's the truth. We love it. But why do we do this? When did we start? Or why did we even started doing this? What's our story? Our why? Well, this is my story, my why.
Around the country, Ritter ran the fastest pace than ever in the region. And you've got the NXM defending champ.
There's always that extra added. The environment is different. There's a lot more.
We're going to see that.
Really? And look at how comfortable she's on her toes. She looks.
The previous record.
I want them to win.
Necessarily the front runner like we had it.
The top boys from around the country.
This mud, it just wears on you.
Boz has himself a lead. Going to the race now. A realization on his own pace that he will be the Nike Cross National Champion.
Everything started back in 7th grade year. I had just uprooted my life. Whole reset. Literally, new school, new house, new town, new friends, new everything. Total reset. In PE, we had to run a mile every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in order to have free play afterwards. So football, soccer, whatever, you wanted to hang out with your friends, you had to run the mile. Now, the catch, you had to run it in less than 10 minutes. If not, you had to do it again until you did so. I would usually finish between 7 and 8 minutes. Nothing blazing fast, but the thing was, I never stopped running. No breaks, no walking, just pure motion. Back then, my PE coach, Coach Goder, which fun fact, he's my golf coach now, he noticed that. One day after class, he pulled me aside and asked if I ran cross country, if I was in a cross country team. I had no clue what that even was. I'd never seriously played any sport. Heck, I couldn't even do a push-up. I was this skinny, short, chubby guy. So I said no. He tried to explain it, and he did explain it. He told me what it was, but you know, I was new to that. I just brushed it off. Didn't really give it any thought or any importance. The next day, he comes and he tells me, hey, I signed you up for it, you're in. Look, he put me in the group chat. He said, they'll announce the next practice. That right there, it was a moment it all started. that moment. Fast forward to the next year, because cross country practice at the beginning of the year, before school starts, you know, boom, on that group chat, boom, practice tomorrow, practice next week at 7 a.m. meet at the school. So I show up and feel like a little kid that just was throwing with giants, right? I was an 8th grader that looked like this, surrounded by high schoolers, seniors, juniors, sophomores. I don't think there was a freshman there. And there I was, the youngest by far. The practice was, they told us to run to a stoplight, which was about a half mile from the school, and then come back. I kept running the whole way, slow but steady, never stopped. Fast forward, my first high school meet. Now keep in mind, I was still in middle school. I was an 8th grader, and my first ever cross country meet was a high school practice cross country meet. I ended up getting 16th place, which coach was really surprised. Coach DG, it was our coach back then, and he asked me how old I was, what grade was I in. He thought I was a freshman, but I told him, sir, I'm 13 and I'm in 8th grade. That meet changed everything. More middle schoolers started joining, and now we actually had a middle school cross country team. I got a lot of my best friends to do it with me, so that was fun, you know. Doing an activity with your best friends is always fun. After the first season, I was crushing it, you know. I would always finish top 15, maybe top 8, but never something impressive like top 5, top 3. Honestly, it was fun because I was doing it with my best friends, and you know, in middle school, when you get to skip school because of sport and then go and get food afterwards, it's, you know, the coolest thing ever in middle school. It was a fun season because of that. Still, I hadn't fell in love with the sport yet. I just did it because, you know, it's one of those things that you just do it with friends and you enjoy it, but you don't love it exactly. Then freshman year hit, and everything shifted. That's when a crucial person in my story comes. Emory Creighton, our team's best senior when I was a freshman, so I was only with him for one season. He was top runner, best in our region. He would always finish top 3. I remember he finished 8th in our state meet, and he would just run like it was nothing. He would just win and always finish top 3 every meet. Easy. Emory lived for running. You could see it every time he raced. He would run to his house, run to school. The amount of miles that he would put in, it was actually crazy. Now, it was crazy back then because I was a freshman. But now I see it and I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's what it requires. But when I was a freshman, that was a big motivation, something that thrived me to get better. You know, he would always talk to me and push me and encourage me to be better. Now, one thing I do remember before he left was, hey, Seb, you got to keep this legacy going. And what he meant by that was he had qualified for the state meet 2 years in a row, his junior year and his senior year. And he was passing me the legacy. So now it was my turn to keep the legacy alive. That hit different, and so that's the moment when I started training. Freshman year was fine. I was in JV, and then sophomore year and junior year were really similar. They were pretty much the same. I had fallen in love with the sport now, but I was still new at it. I still didn't know exactly what to do, what workouts. So for my freshman, sophomore, and senior year, every day would be run about 3 miles every day, the same routes. And so that was my training. No lifting, no eating right, just 3 miles a day, not even pacing. We just run it, come back, boom, that was practice. Luckily for me, that was enough for me to qualify for my region and state meet both days, so I did keep the legacy alive. Okay guys, so one thing that I forgot to record and mention while I was doing the shots for the video, let's talk a little bit about the program that I'm using, the people that I'm working with right now that I worked over the summer, they've helped me so far to achieve where I am right now, and that they will help me achieve the best out of me for the senior season. So, Flag Charter Racing. What is Flag Charter Racing? Flag Charter Racing, founded by William Ritter in Tyler, Texas, is a professional endurance coaching team specialized in triathlon, running, and cycling. They train athletes from beginners to world-class competitors through personalized Training Peaks plans. If you know what Training Peaks is, pretty much an app that helps you. It's for athletes, so you can put workouts and you have a coach. The coach can assign you workouts of any type. You can see it connected to your Garmin, to your Chorus, to your any watch, and that way it's easier for you to complete your workouts. They also have in-person sessions, group workouts, and their expert coaching staff includes specialists in marathon, cross-country, triathlon, ultra running, and adaptive athletes. Flag Charter Racing also offers VO2 max testing, strength and mobility trainer, and nutrition guidance. Each year they host events like the Summer Cross Country Camp, which I was not able to attend, but I saw some posts and a lot of friends went to, and they said a lot of positive things about that camp, and actually pretty sad that I missed it. But they do those type of events. They also have to where runners receive world-class coaching from analysts to strength sessions and team building experiences to help them reach peak performance. Now everything comes down to this season. With Flag Charter Racing, my coaches, and the support of my family, I think I can go pretty far. And I'm still unsure what I'm capable of. So that's why I want to document my senior season. I'm just seeing improvement, and I really want to go all out this year. I just hate the fact that I waited till my senior year to go all out. But I can't do anything about it because it's in the past. All I can do is focus on right now and the future, and that's what we're gonna do. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you like my story, and watch this shot. Cut.